From working for a venture cap, from being a professional to becoming an entrepreneur, what has that journey taught you?
It's taught a lot. It's not easy. I think when you're in that job, I think you think building your company is fairly easy. In India, it's very complex. I think you underestimate the compliance, the administrative hassle, the effort needed to run a company. And to the outside, it seems it's very rosy, but it's not. Out of 365 days, literally 330 are like, why am I doing it? And like 30 might be good. When someone is looking for an office, that's where the demand is, right? If you say people will stop looking for an office, both commercial and flex will crash.
Correct.
What's happened is flex has become the first port of call for a lot of companies if they're looking for commercial. So right now, for example, there's a very positive vibe about India. A lot of global companies are setting up. So there is a huge demand for office. And if someone is looking for office, they choose flex.
I may just shift the way we are working or shift the kind of skills we need rather than lose the jobs that we have.
Correct. But the problem is in India, I think we still lag in terms of expertise in a lot of things. So we built a factory of people, which is in its truest sense very good.
Correct.
So right now, a lot of the AI jobs in India will be more on training of data. I don't know how long that will continue. If that continues, we'll be really well placed.
If you could leave entrepreneurs with a do big mantra for 2026, what would it be?
It might sound very lame, to be honest, but I'll say continue at it. If anything, for any entrepreneurs, it's a very lonely journey. Be at it, you will make it big.
Hi, welcome to another episode of the Do Big podcast by Tata Tele Business Services. Joining us today is Utkarsh Kawatra, co-founder and CEO of myHQ, the platform that is redefining how India works. From co-working offices to flexible workspaces to fully managed offices, myHQ has built one of the largest networks of offices across the country. With over a decade of experience, Utkarsh now has a front row seat on how work has evolved in India and how people go to offices. Under his leadership, myHQ has grown into a vibrant ecosystem used by thousands of startups, freelancers, and SMEs looking for structure, flexibility, and a sense of belonging. Utkarsh is passionate about creating work environments where people work better, focus better, and of course, enjoy what they do. Hi, Utkarsh. Welcome to the show. It's absolutely great to have you with us today.
Thank you so much, Sheetal, for having me here. Yes.
Utkarsh, I'm going to start with an icebreaker. I'm going to ask you some questions. You can refuse to answer them. You can have fun with them. Do whatever you feel like.
Done.
You just told me that you're moving from Delhi to Bombay. What will you miss about Delhi and what is tentative about Bombay?
I think I'll miss the Delhi food.
Okay.
I'll miss the chole bhatures. I have had a few butter chickens here. I don't think I like them that much here.
Okay.
I like the fact that I'm moving somewhere close to my office. So in Delhi, I used to travel an hour and a half one way from Delhi to Gurgaon. While the distance is decently there, the time it takes was enormous. So now I've taken a place which is close to my office, so that's 20 minutes. So I'm really excited about not wasting a lot of time on the road.
Okay.
And I'm also excited about the running part because there are a lot of runners in Bombay. So staying in Bandra and Khar. I'm excited about the morning runs.
Okay, that's good to know.
And I'll miss the AQI as well.
Well, it's getting worse here, so I don't know if you miss the AQI of Delhi.
I'm bringing that to Bombay.
Yes, you are. Please bring the filters also. Your go-to spot in Delhi when you're with friends?
Okay. Depends on the mood. So I have, for example, if I want to party post 2 a.m., like the after party, I'd go to this place called, I think, Toy Room in Aero City, which was really fun. Before that, between 8 to 12 or 1, there's no current go-to spot, but like for the longest time, there was this place called Summer House, which got famous because Chris Martin performed there once. spontaneously.
Correct.
That was always my go-to spot.
Okay.
I loved the ambience of that.
Okay. Since you mentioned chole bhature and butter chicken earlier, what's your one favorite dish?
That's a tough one. Between the two? No.
Outside of those
Outside
two,
of
since
the
you
two.
mentioned those already.
I think there's no. I think it's between the two only. I'd say butter chicken.
Okay.
Boneless.
Boneless.
I'm lazy that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one app that you open the first thing in the morning.
I think WhatsApp. I don't think there's WhatsApp and Gmail. I don't think there's a particular order. But just to see kuch kharab nahi hua hai, kuch fata nahi hai in the sense in the business or anything in personal life. So just want to check that up.
Okay. A productivity hack you swear by?
Be consistent. I don't know whether that's a productivity hack or not. I think if you do the same thing again and again, however boring it might seem, that's how you actually succeed.
Okay.
So boring is good.
Okay. If not building myHQ, what would you be doing?
If not building myHQ, I would have been maybe in a cushy job in US right now, because I was in that set path which a lot of IIT guys follow. IIT consulting, venture capital, then an MBA outside and then a job outside.
Okay.
If at that time I would have not chosen doing my own startup. But in hindsight, I think I like to build a business. So I would be building something.
Okay. When you started your journey, right, what was the one problem that you were obsessed with solving? What, especially when you were in IIT?
Oh, okay. In IIT, I think there were a lot of problems or a lot of things that I wanted to work on. So see, you need to understand, like, how do we get into we were nerds I was personally a nerd in 11th.
Almost everyone's a nerd.
11th and 12th. So in IIT, once you come in, you kind of want to let go of a bit of studies and participate in a lot of activities. So I was one of the guys who wanted to participate in a lot of extracurriculars, and that's one of the fortes. I think IIT really gives you a lot of exposure in that. So I got involved in the social domain, if bringing impact, and I started my own NGO along with another person called Blood Connect, which was in the field of blood donation, where I used to organize blood donation camps and run a helpline. Okay. I still continue doing that. So it's been about 10, 15 years now.
Oh, nice.
That NGO is still operational, working well. We do camps across the country. So that was one problem. And I honestly thought that I wanted to build something which would make an impact. And I saw that blood donation, or there was a shortage of voluntary blood donation. So I wanted to solve that. And Touch would have been at it still.
Okay.
Over time, though, I've realized NGOs don't scale that well. So that problem, while is still there and the team is still working on it, I think I have moved on from an NGO to a for-profit company.
And so the learning from the NGO was start a for-profit for sure.
So the biggest thing I've realized is I think a Flipkart or an Amazon make more impact than any NGO can ever do.
Oh, absolutely.
They create jobs, they create entrepreneurs, they ensure that the money trickles in. So I build a company, ensure you make money, ensure others make money. Correct. And you would have made much larger impact than any NGO can ever.
And so was that the philosophy behind starting myHQ? And
in a way, yes.
And what triggered myHQ? What was that need?
Not the best answer, I'd say. Not the most ideal answer. So it was, again, in being in a venture capital, saw a lot of people raise easy money. Thought ये तो काफी easy है.
Honest है.
सोचा बहुत easy है, कर लेते हैं, कुछ try करते हैं, and that's how it started.
Okay.
And then while brainstorming, we used to sit at a Starbucks to think Correct. Of ideas. At that time, co-working or flex was just picking up. And socha, this is an interesting market to solve. A lot of startups face the problem of an office. We were working out of Starbucks, so let's try to solve this.
Okay.
So that was the genesis of the idea. I think it started with taking a call, I want to start something, both Vinayak and I, and then essentially we figured out on this idea cause we were working out of a Starbucks.
Interesting. And
but again, this is not the best reason to start up.
For sure.
It's a very bad reason, I'd say.
To make money is what everybody wants to do, but to
that's
admit
now
it,
my goal.
to admit it, a lot of people don't. So at least you're honest about it. So from your first 10 customers to now, what's the journey been like?
Okay, the first 10 customers are, I think, generally easy. Because they're not really your customers. They're your friends and family. You generally get like your bigger circle, friends of friends, everyone to try you out.
Correct.
And then that kind of gets the, जैसे पहिया होता है ना, चलने लगता है थोड़ा सा. And then hopefully customers start liking it. There's a word of mouth that builds that out. So that's how the business starts. And that's how I think most of the businesses have started. From there to now, we cater to about 5,000 odd corporates every year, corporates or companies. I think there are a lot of learnings. You have to figure out the right demand channels, build the right team to solve it, ensure you are providing the best solution, whether the platform is there, whether it's people, whatever you're using, needs to be the one which people like. And honestly, we have burnt our hands enough number of times to learn we're not good enough. We still continue to learn. And that's about it.
On the back of COVID, how has the business kind of...
COVID was a nightmare. But okay, on the brighter side, it's brought in everyone and flex. So that's been good. So essentially, we're a marketplace, right? For all the flex industry and for commercial real estate. We had raised some money pre-COVID, which essentially helped us ensure we do not shut shop in COVID. Otherwise, we were dying. We pretty much were dead. For the first 2 waves, we survived with that money. By the third wave, we were struggling. So we got some strategics on board and changed the company and everything. So COVID was its own fair share of life and journey. Post-COVID, I think the market has picked up tremendously. You've got a lot of corporates who value the flex business or going to co-working or flex spaces simply because it's better cash flows for them. It gives them more flexibility in terms of cash flow. So everyone is using flex. So that way the industry is booming. Commercial real estate in general is booming with a lot of corporates coming in. So the macros seem very good. Touch wood, we are doing very good. So touch wood. That ways, I think it's good. I think I'm happy where I am. Happy we are growing the business. We've got about 200 people now. Profitable. So all good.
So commercial real estate has also gone through its ups and downs, right? We saw the boom, then we saw the crash, then people moving out of large office spaces to co-working spaces, to smaller offices, etc. And when the macro at that level of the commercial market changes, how does that impact the flex market space?
See, in a way, when someone is looking for an office, that's where the demand is, right? If you say people will stop looking for an office, both commercial and flex will crash.
Correct.
What's happened is flex has become the first port of call for a lot of companies if they're looking for commercial. So right now, for example, there's a very positive vibe about India. A lot of global companies are setting up. So there is a huge demand for office. And if someone is looking for office, they choose flex. So let's just say if office is growing at 7-10% or 15% year on year, flex is growing at 30-35%. Because majority of that demand is coming there. But if people stop looking out for offices, if the India growth story shuts. Or the Indian culture is that you want everyone in office. If that culture changes, like how it's in US where you don't want everyone in office, then it will collapse. I don't think that changes to its extent. And some of the people ask me questions, what will be the impact of AI, right? It's a question mark. One approach is you can say that AI will lead to lesser jobs. So it will impact it. But we are way down the funnel. If it's lesser jobs, people will fight for hunger and survival. Office will be the least priority. But the other approach I say is that if AI picks up, then you get more and more companies forming, you get more and more startups coming in, you get more and more 5-10 people companies. So it can be great for flex. Depends on your thesis and depends on how bullish you are. So yeah, I think right now the trend is towards the positive.
Correct.
And I'm at least for the next 2-3 years, I think the trend is more on the positive side. So
the other way of looking at it is AI may just shift the way we are working or shift the kind of skills we need rather than lose the jobs that we have.
Correct. But the problem is in India, I think we still lag in terms of expertise in a lot of things. So we built a factory of people, which is in its truest sense very good.
Correct.
So right now, a lot of the AI jobs in India will be more on training of data. I don't know how long that will continue. If that continues, we'll be really well placed. But purely from expertise of skill sets of people using AI to build products, etc., I think we might still lag.
And in your business, what has changed? What were people demanding when you started your business versus what are people demanding today? What's changed?
I think the people have changed, to be precise. So when we started in 2016, 17, it was just startups. Correct. So Flex was only adopted by startups, young companies, 10, 15 people.
Correct.
Less money, wanted to save money, did not want to sign lock-ins, etc. So that was our audience.
Correct.
Now the audience has changed. So if earlier it was startups, now you've got so many corporates who are looking for an office space. ITS itself is 40-50% of the demand of co-working and Flex. And you've got these companies choosing Flex because it saves them money upfront and it provides them a better experience. They can open a shop or open an office in a city like Kochi in 2 months, which would have taken them so long earlier. So now it's more convenience. And at least corporates in India are willing to pay for convenience.
So it's interesting. So you have the startups and then you have the larger corporates. Where do the SMEs fit in this whole thing? The MSMEs, SMEs fit for you? Or are they still the traditional mindset of office chahiye, people should be in the office, etc.?
I think SMEs as an audience depends on the kind of companies you're looking at, right? Like manufacturing is still not in Flex right now. I think ITS, financial domain are the ones, and consulting are the ones which have largely translated into Flex. The other industries have not. So a lot of digital marketing agencies, a lot of smaller niche consulting firms have picked up Flex. But have the CA firms picked up? Not a lot. Have the manufacturing firms picked up? Not a lot. Have the trading firms picked up? Not a lot. It's very tough for me to classify the SME market as an overall. I think I'll more segment in terms of industries. And I think these 3-4 industries are doing well. The rest are not.
And are the
in Flex, sorry.
Sure. Yeah. Are the pain points of SMEs any different from the larger or the startup guys? Or they're the same pain points and, they're looking for the same solutions?
I don't think it's a function of a startup, SME or a corporate. I think it's a function of a life stage of a company. So when you are a team of, let's say 20, 30 or up to 50, then affordability becomes your key parameter. You're trying to save money in every stage. Unless and until you're extremely rich as a company and you're like a WhatsApp which is built.
Not a startup at all. In that sense.
Like $10 billion company at 20, 30 people. That's not the case in India. So if you're less than some 20, 30 people, you're always looking at affordability. You're looking at survival. So then that's the reason why you choose Flex. When you're between 30 to, let's say 200, you're looking at maybe the role of, if you're looking to expand over time, you're looking at the flexibility of increasing or decreasing seats.
Correct.
Post about 100, you're more looking at the convenience where you're willing to pay a premium for it. And across the 3 spectrums, you're always looking at cash flows. So cash flows for all the 3 segments up till, let's say, about 500, 600, co-working or Flex works for them. So that's how I'd put it. I don't think it's a function of SME, startup or corporate. I just think it's a function of the life stage. Or you can fairly say startup is an early stage, less than 50, SMEs 50 to 200 and corporates 200 plus.
So, I've seen a lot of co-working spaces and some of them give you fantastic experiences.
Some do not.
Some are
Terribly.
late. It's almost like they've created themselves for a certain kind of audience, etc. Where does that balance come in for you all? Considering that you're more a platform, how do you then sustain the quality of the flex on the platform? How do you do all of that?
See, honestly, as a platform, our responsibility is to give clients all the options. So one, we list down all the options. Second, our responsibility is to be very transparent to the customer, telling him what are the pros and cons of the space.
Okay.
And that's how we generally work on. So our platform works on having like all the options, which is great. And then second is being transparent in terms of ratings and reviews. And the third is giving him more of the best deal, which we can because we have a certain skill. So that's the reason why our platform works. But if I go deeper and peel the onion, if I know that the space will not provide a great experience, while I might have listed it, I will even inform the customer that the space is bad experience, but the customer still wants to go for that, I'll back off from that deal. Because I know I'm building customers for the long term.
Correct.
I have highlighted to them that it's a bad experience. If they choose to take it, be my guest. You can connect with the space directly and work it out. I would not personally be involved in it because I know it'll be a bad experience and then you'll only come back and shout at me that it's a bad experience. So that way is, I think to our team, it's a very clear indication that I've told them if a customer wants to choose a bad experience where maybe the space owner does not value you as a client, does not provide the best Wi-Fi, does not maintain hygiene, the team just backs off from those deals because we want to build a stronger relation with the demand, with the corporates. And we're fine with losing that deal because we are hoping that the client will come back to us saying 6 months back, oh, you were right.
Correct.
So I'll rather bet on that.
Interesting. From working for a venture cap, from being a professional to becoming an entrepreneur, what has that journey taught you?
It's taught a lot. It's not easy. I think when you're in that job, I think you think building your company is fairly easy. But in India, it's very complex. I think you underestimate the compliance, the administrative hassle, the effort needed to run a company.
How do you build resilience as a founder, as a senior leader?
Personally, luckily, I have another co-founder, so that helps. Because a lot of the conversations you really cannot have with anyone else.